Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity to share insights on purified water and its operational considerations. Today, we'll explore key aspects related to ensuring water purity and the practical factors involved in its operation. Over the next few slides, I'll guide you through the essentials, so let's get started. Let's talk about commissioning. A planned, well-defined, and well-documented process is essential to ensure proper qualification and validation. This means that every step, from setting the system to work to tuning controls and loops, is carefully documented and executed. It also includes defining system performance parameters, so we know what to expect and can verify that everything is operating correctly. If commissioning is part of the qualification process, it's important to have the appropriate level of documentation to demonstrate compliance with Good Manufacturing Practices, or VMP. Operational considerations are also key, things like how water is used for pharmaceutical purposes. In summary, thorough commissioning helps us confirm that our systems are functioning properly, meet quality standards, and are compliant with regulatory requirements, all of which are crucial for ensuring the safety and efficacy of pharmaceutical water. Let's talk about qualification. The systems like WPU, BPW, BHPW, and BWFI are crucial because they have a direct impact on quality. They are considered quality-critical systems, which means they must meet rigorous standards to ensure the safety and efficacy of pharmaceutical water. These systems should be properly qualified through a series of steps: DQ, IQ, OQ, and PQ. DQ, or design qualification, involves reviewing the system design, especially considering source water and the required water quality. This step ensures the system is designed to meet the necessary specifications from the start. Next is IQ, or installation qualification, which verifies that the system has been installed correctly according to the design and specifications. This is essential to confirm that everything is set up properly before moving forward. Then we have OQ, or operational qualification, where we verify that the system operates as intended under normal conditions. This ensures that the system performs reliably during actual use. Finally, PQ, or performance qualification, confirms that the system consistently produces water that meets the quality standards throughout its operational life. Operational considerations are also key because maintaining water quality for pharmaceutical use requires continuous oversight and validation. Everything we do ties back to ensuring that the water we produce is safe, pure, and suitable for pharmaceutical applications. This entire qualification process is fundamental to meeting regulatory requirements and safeguarding patient health, which is the overarching goal of our quality systems. Let's start with Phase 1. During this phase, we focus on daily sampling or continuously monitoring the incoming feed water. This helps us gather detailed data over time. Typically, this monitoring period lasts for about 2 weeks and is quite intensive, allowing us to observe the system's performance closely. It's crucial that the system operates continuously during this time without failure or any deviation in performance. It's also important to note that during this period, the water isn't used for manufacturing finished pharmaceutical products. This phase is really about qualification, making sure the water system is performing reliably before we put it into actual production. Now, moving on to the concept of performance qualification, or PQ. This step is about demonstrating that the system consistently and reliably performs as expected. We approach this in 3 phases over an extended period, which helps us prove the system's reliability and robustness. Part of this qualification process includes testing the source water itself, such as drinking water quality, to ensure the raw input meets necessary standards. Overall, this phase is critical in establishing confidence that our water system will perform well and support the quality of pharmaceutical manufacturing. In Phase I, our testing approach is carefully structured to ensure the water quality meets pharmaceutical standards. We start with chemical and microbiological testing, following a defined plan to maintain consistency and reliability. It's important to include incoming feed water daily to verify its quality right from the start. After each step in the purification process, we conduct tests at each point of use and at other designated sampling points. This helps us confirm that the purification process is functioning correctly throughout. Developing appropriate operating ranges is crucial. It ensures our system performs within safe and effective parameters. We also focus on developing and finalizing all operational procedures, including cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance protocols, to keep everything running smoothly and safely. Demonstrating that we can consistently produce water of the required quality and quantity is a key milestone. To support this, we continuously use and refine our standard operating procedures, covering operation, maintenance, sanitization, and troubleshooting, to adapt to any challenges. Verifying provisional alert levels allows us to set appropriate thresholds for detecting issues early. Additionally, developing and refining test failure procedures ensures we can quickly identify and address any problems that arise during testing. All these steps are fundamental to the qualification process for water intended for pharmaceutical use. They help us guarantee that the water not only meets strict quality standards, but also supports the overall integrity of our pharmaceutical products. Now, moving on to Phase 2. This phase follows Phase 1 and involves a further 2-week test period. During this time, we'll conduct intensive monitoring to ensure everything is running smoothly, using refined standard operating procedures, or SOPs. The sampling scheme here is generally the same as what we used in Phase 1, which helps us maintain consistency in our data collection. If the commissioning and Phase 1 data look good, we may also use water during this phase, which allows us to simulate more real-world conditions. The main goals for Phase 2 are to demonstrate that the system operates consistently within the established ranges, and that it produces and delivers water of the required quantity and quality when operated according to the SOPs. This phase is crucial because it confirms the system's qualification for pharmaceutical use. We want to ensure that everything is stable, reliable, and meets the stringent standards necessary for water used in pharmaceutical applications. So, in essence, Phase 2 is about validating the system's performance under normal operating conditions, ensuring it consistently meets all our quality and quantity requirements. Now, moving on to Phase 3. This phase typically occurs over a period of more than 1 year, usually starting after we've satisfactorily completed Phase 2. During this time, water can be used specifically for FFP manufacturing, but it's important to understand the objectives we aim to achieve here. The main goals are to demonstrate that our system can perform reliably over an extended period, which helps us confirm stability and consistency. Additionally, we need to evaluate how seasonal variations might impact water quality or system performance, ensuring robustness throughout different times of the year. Another key point is that the sampling approach during this phase should shift towards a routine pattern. This means reducing the sample locations, sampling frequencies, and tests to match established procedures that we've already validated in Phases 1 and 2. This streamlining helps us maintain quality while making the process more efficient. Lastly, under the qualification of water for pharmaceutical use, it's essential that we adhere to proven procedures to ensure the water consistently meets quality standards. This phase is critical for establishing confidence in long-term performance and compliance with regulatory expectations. Let's now look at the key parameters we need to monitor in our water systems. These include flow, pressure, temperature, conductivity, and total organic carbon, as well as physical, chemical, and microbiological attributes. Monitoring these helps ensure water quality stays within acceptable limits. Offline samples should be taken from points of use or dedicated sample points, especially when points of use cannot be sampled directly. It's important that water samples are collected in the same way as when water is used in production, following proper flushing and drainage procedures to ensure sample integrity. Data collected from these samples are analyzed for trends, using root cause analysis and corrective and preventive actions to identify issues early and prevent recurrence. We also implement continuous system monitoring to keep an ongoing check on water quality. After completing Phase 3 of our validation, a thorough system review is essential to evaluate performance and identify any improvements needed. Based on the results from Phase 3, we then establish a routine monitoring plan, which combines online monitoring with offline sample testing, supported by qualified alarm systems to alert us immediately if parameters go out of range. Finally, all water must be verified to meet both pharmacopoeia standards and our in-house specifications, ensuring the water is safe and suitable for pharmaceutical use. This comprehensive approach helps us maintain high-quality water, which is critical for the safety and efficacy of our products. Now, let's discuss the importance of maintenance. A controlled and well-documented maintenance program is essential for ensuring system reliability and compliance. It involves setting defined frequencies for checking various system elements, including a calibration program to keep equipment accurate. Standard operating procedures, or SOPs, are critical here. They guide us through tasks consistently and safely, while control of approved spares ensures we have the right parts available without unnecessary inventory. A comprehensive maintenance plan and clear instructions help us stay organized and proactive. After maintenance work is completed, it's vital to review and approve systems before they're put back into use, confirming everything is functioning correctly. Additionally, recording and reviewing problems and faults during maintenance helps us identify recurring issues and improve our processes over time. This all ties into the broader theme of qualification, especially when it comes to water for pharmaceutical use. Proper maintenance isn't just about keeping equipment running. It's about guaranteeing the quality and safety of the water we use in pharmaceutical processes. Let's talk about system reviews. These are conducted at regular intervals by a dedicated team that includes members from engineering, QA, microbiology, operations, and maintenance. The goal is to ensure everything is running smoothly and to catch any potential issues early. During these reviews, we cover a range of important points. First, we look at what changes have been made since the last review, so we can track improvements or adjustments. We also assess system performance and reliability to ensure everything is functioning as expected. Additionally, we review quality trends to identify any patterns or concerns that might need attention. Failure events and investigations are examined carefully to understand root causes and prevent recurrence. We also consider any out-of-specification results from monitoring activities. If there have been changes to the installation, these are documented and reviewed, along with updated installation documentation to reflect the current state. Logbooks and the status of our current SOP list are also checked to make sure all records are accurate and up to date. Now, in the context of qualification, especially for water used in pharmaceutical applications, these reviews are critical. They help us ensure the water quality consistently meets stringent standards, which is fundamental to patient safety and product integrity. Overall, these systematic reviews are about maintaining a high level of control, continuous improvement, and aligning with regulatory requirements. When reviewing systems, especially new, unstable, or unreliable ones, it's important to take a comprehensive approach. First, we need to evaluate the need for investigation to identify any underlying issues. Then, we look into corrective actions and preventative actions, often referred to as CAPA, to address problems and prevent future occurrences. We also need to verify that the system has gone through proper qualification processes. This includes documents like design qualification, factory acceptance tests, installation qualification, site acceptance tests, operational qualification, and performance qualification, or their equivalent verification documents. These steps help ensure the system functions correctly and meets all requirements. Additionally, we should review the monitoring phases of the system, which are critical for ongoing assurance of performance over time. focusing on qualification. For example, with water used for pharmaceutical purposes, it's essential to understand that this isn't just about initial testing. It involves continuous validation to confirm that the water quality consistently meets the strict standards required for pharmaceutical use. All these points tie back to our overall goal, ensuring that our systems are reliable, compliant, and capable of maintaining the high standards necessary for pharmaceutical manufacturing. Now, as we wrap up our discussion on water for pharmaceutical use, let's briefly recap what we've covered so far. In parts 1, 2, and 3, we explored the fundamental aspects like water requirements and how they're used in pharmaceutical processes, the general principles that underpin pharmaceutical water systems, and the specific quality standards that these waters must meet. We also looked at how different types of water apply to various processes and dosage forms, and delved into the systems used for purification, storage, and distribution. Additionally, operational considerations, things like maintaining system integrity and ensuring consistent water quality, were a key focus. Moving into Part 4, we're going to focus on inspection approaches for these water systems. This is a crucial step to ensure that everything functions correctly, remains compliant, and ultimately safeguards product quality and patient safety. So, understanding the methods and best practices for inspecting water systems is essential for anyone involved in pharmaceutical manufacturing or quality assurance. Throughout this presentation, our goal has been to emphasize how integral water quality and system integrity are to the overall quality management framework. Proper inspection not only helps identify potential issues early, but also ensures ongoing compliance with regulatory standards. So, as we conclude, keep in mind that thorough, regular inspections are a cornerstone of maintaining reliable, safe water systems in any pharmaceutical setting. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. Feel free to contact us through the provided channels. And finally, thank you so much for your time and attention today. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to assisting you further.